Sawadee Khap, I'm JP Mestanza. It's January 26th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by a record high of 959 COVID cases were announced by officials today, the bulk of which are from Samut Sakhon province, which were announced on Monday night, last night. And it's now raised the total number of cases in Thailand to 14,646 since the outbreak began. 914 COVID cases were announced last night in Samut Sakhon province, just hours after officials announced that they anticipated hundreds more cases as a result of more intensive mass testing about 10,000 people per day in that province, which was the epicenter of the latest outbreak. 73% of total patients have recovered, and the death toll is unchanged at 75. Thailand has recorded nearly 10,500 new cases since the new wave began in the middle of December. Valentine's Day will see the official rollout of the COVID-19 vaccine here in Thailand after the government announced plans to start inoculating healthcare and frontline workers in Samut Sakhon province on February 14th. The vaccine will be rolled out in a 3-phase plan according to health officials, starting with medical personnel and high-risk individuals in certain areas of the country, namely Samut Sakhon. The elderly and people with chronic diseases will be inoculated in that province. It all comes a week after the Thai FDA approved the AstraZeneca vaccine for emergency use here in Thailand, with 150,000 doses expected next month, 50,000 less than they had planned to be delivered. Still, it's only one of 2 vaccines that Thai officials had planned to use in the kingdom, the second coming from China-based Sinovac Bioscience, but they have yet to receive FDA approval. The government plans to inoculate at least 50% of the population by year's end, with production of the AstraZeneca vaccine in Thailand being handed to Siam Bioscience. The first phase of the inoculation program takes place next month. The second phase will take place from May to December and see it expanded to all regions of Thailand. The final phase will be from January 2022 on, with vaccines for anyone who hasn't had it by then. And according to the public health minister, it will be provided free of charge and not be compulsory. Here in Phuket, the mayors of Patong, Phuket Town, and Chalong have all set aside budgets to buy the vaccines and inoculate all registered residents within their areas, both Thai and foreign, for free. For more, visit PhuketNews.com. Phuket Extra will be right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. Phuket Traffic Police confirmed that motorists fined for speeding here in Phuket or any other moving violations are currently not losing any demerit points from their driver's licenses, as the whole demerit points system has yet to be launched. The system was supposed to be launched in December 2019, but the whole project, which was hailed as a milestone for its potential to help greatly reduce the car lynch on Thailand's roads each year, well, the project dragged to a halt just within weeks and is now expected to be brought online sometime in the middle of this year. The reason why it hasn't started yet? The system is currently offline, and local Phuket Traffic Police say they're waiting for the Department of Land Transport database to connect all Phuket police stations and nationwide. The question on whether the system was online yet was raised after people started complaining of being fined for speeding on the bypass road, despite not exceeding the 100 km/h speed limit, which was the unofficial speed limit on the busy road for years. This week, Phuket Traffic Police confirmed that the official speed limit on the bypass road, which runs from Tescolo to Samkong to the small tunnel in Koh Keo, it is 50 km/h. However, the Deputy Chief of Traffic Police, Lieutenant Colonel Rungrit Ratanapakdi, made it clear that police will now issue speeding tickets for motorists driving faster than 80 km/h on the bypass road. He said, quote, "When the system comes online, any tickets issued automatically by speed cameras will result in points taken being automatically deducted from the license of the registered owner of the vehicle." For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The deadline for personal income tax, cut land and building tax, as well as property transaction fees It's now been extended by the cabinet in Bangkok as a way to help ease the financial burden brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic. The deadline for the income tax reports in Thailand has been postponed for 3 months, from March 31st to June 30th. The tax on land and buildings was cut by 90%, just like last year, and it covers residences, farmland, commercial land, and empty land, according to the Bangkok Post. The fee for property transactions was also decreased from 2% of assessed prices to 0.01%. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Thank you so much for joining us here on Phuket Extra today, brought to you by the lyrics below. We really appreciate you joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
คุณมองเห็นอะไรไหมครับ ถ้ามองไม่เห็นเดี๋ยวเราจะย้อนภาพให้ดูทีละมุม ถ้ามองจากรถที่อยู่ด้านหน้าคุณจะเห็นชายขี่มอเตอร์ไซค์ตามมาด้วยความเร็วปกติ ถ้ามองจากคนที่นั่งอยู่ข้างทางคุณจะเห็นชายขี่มอเตอร์ไซค์ผ่านไปด้วยความเร็วปกติ แต่ถ้ามองจากคนที่ขับรถตามหลังมอเตอร์ไซค์คันนี้มันติดไม่มีไฟท้ายก็เหมือนไม่มีคุณอยู่บนถนนตรวจสอบไฟท้ายให้ใช้งานได้อยู่เสมอ